entrar.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's see if the mic is working. Yeah, I think the voice is working. We will start our live in a couple of seconds, let's say maximum 1 minute, so people can join us. Let's give a few time. Let me see here what's going on. Tem que tirar o som. So, Algarve, nature tours. I'm going to spy now on the, let me see. Live talks, going live. You are there. Okay, you are here. Welcome. Welcome everyone that is listening us. Today we have an amazing guest with us. Well, she's been already in our talk, but giving a personal perspective on the as a pilgrim on her pilgrimage way to Santiago de Compostela. But today she's coming on her professional side, let's say this way, as product manager of nature tourism, wellness, and sports in the Algarve Tourism Bureau. I'm hearing some echo. I don't know exactly why. But well, welcome, Anna. Thank you for joining us on this session today. And the first thing I'm going to ask, because it's you are representing Algarve Tourism Bureau, is can you tell us exactly what the Algarve Tourism Bureau does and what is your mission inside or your role inside Algarve Tourism Bureau, please?
Yeah. So, hello everybody, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for the invitation. And so, as Anna explained, today it will be a talk between Annas.
Yeah.
So,
a funny one.
the Algarve Promotion Bureau, the Algarve Tourism Board, is the entity responsible for the promotion of Algarve on the external markets. And so we are divided in four different products that are the main products to promote the region. That is sun and sea, golf, meeting industry, and then me, who have, or I have the nature tourism, wellness, and sports. So I'm the responsible for promoting the Algarve on our external markets, concerning or focusing on these three subjects.
And which markets do you visit most? So we can, our guests get to know.
Mostly European markets. We part of our promotion it's dedicated to European markets. So UK, France, the Netherlands, Belgium, also Denmark, Sweden, and other Scandinavian markets, countries. And then besides that, also Russia, Czech Republic, well, lots.
Poland?
And then
Poland
besides,
probably also.
yeah, besides European countries, also Canada and United States.
Okay, so you travel a lot on your profession, like me a little bit.
A little bit. It's not a lot because it's never a lot to travel.
So you are a fan of traveling for sure.
Yes.
But yes, but at the same time, I have this feeling that most I travel outside, more I travel outside, more I like Portugal and specifically Algarve to live.
Yes.
I don't know if you have the same feeling.
I have the same feeling. It's rewarding when you feel the way you are coming back home. Yes, and no better place than Algarve to live in.
Yeah. And now for one side we are closed, so we don't have that many flights coming in. So we are facing a reality that we didn't see for long at this time of the year, right?
That's true.
Because
Yeah. Right.
we have
Absolutely.
foreigners that are living in the Algarve, but but at this time of the year, for sure, we will have twice or maybe more than twice of the population due to the tourism, and now we don't have it. But well, so this is also quite a first experience. Of course, like 20 years ago, it was more or less like this, I would
Yeah.
say. But this is quite a first experience to have, not to have so many people at the moment in the Algarve. Uh, Tell me, let's start for one area that I'm not so well, I'm familiar, but not that much. Maybe it's also nice for our guests. Let's speak about wellness. We want to speak. I always change the. You see,
You always change.
I'm always improvising. But
Okay.
I recall, like, okay, we speak about nature. We usually speak about nature. Let's just have an idea of the wellness in the Algarve because you also promote wellness.
Yeah.
So, do you feel that is increasing the search for wellness programs,
Yeah. Since the
holidays?
last more 3 years, the last 3 years, what I feel, what notice is that people search for a different kind of wellness. It's more a matter of well-being. So they want to be on holidays, but
Yeah,
enjoying also outdoor activities, being active, eating well, and not only the wellness treatments of the spa. The spa, of course, it will be a complement to that, but the demands, it was a little bit, or since the last 3 4 years, what I notice is that it's more a sense of well-being and then only the treatments in the spa.
so some
So
of the programs that we have of wellness in the Algarve, one is detox of technology. So
mhm.
this could not work for us right now, but honestly, and not for our guests. I'm happy that our guests are listening us.
So many
If you,
webinars, so many video conferences, so many meetings.
yes,
I don't know.
yes, this quarantine, it was all uh, um, about meetings online. Like I didn't had so many trainings and meetings and
That's it.
getting crazy, going from one to another, like the full schedule of meetings online. Well, so we need a detox after that. We need a wellness
Yeah.
detox of technologies because definitely it was too much. But anyway, so and that's why you connect also with nature. And
Yeah.
for that, I would like to ask you, as a specialized person promoting the Algarve, what are the main products? Hello, Diogo, welcome. What are the main products that you would like to underline as the best products, nature products of the Algarve?
Well, you give you, that's a question that it's a little bit tricky. Yeah. Of course, for me it's
Always,
difficult to say, this one is the best one. I think the richness of the Algarve, it's having the combination or the diversity of different activities that can be combined. And so I would like to mention cycling, the walking in terms of nature tourism, also bird watching, and then
yeah.
regarding to the sea, we have some other activities also, like the surfing, the the kayaking, even the sailing. It's all activities, or are all activities that you connect with nature in different ways. So for me, my personal opinion, as you
Yes.
already know, and from my experience, the one I shared before, my election activity is walking.
Walking. And
Yeah.
in walking, there are some paths in the Algarve, of course, I can also mention, but some that you probably could mention has good examples of tracks that people could do in the Algarve. Do you
Uh,
want to
all
name
all
some of
over
them?
the region, yeah, all over the
Mhm.
region. in the different areas on the east side, middle part of the Algarve, or even on the west, all over you can find nice tracks, well signalized, circular trails, not so difficult if you want, for the ones that the people that are not so experienced, that if you want to try, and you can find circular trails that are easier and are well marked, so it's not a problem. And then of course for the ones that are a bit more experienced, also the great routes, that one that crosses the inland of the Algarve, that is Via Algarviana, or the other one on the west coast, that is Rota Vicentina. Both are well marked also if you want to walk for more than one day. These ones are perfect. Or one more, that is the third one in the Algarve on the east side, that is a bit shorter one, that is the Guadiana Great Route, and you walk along the river. So 3 different options for three different types of experience, but all have their own, how do you say, nice things.
Yes,
Walking,
nice experience, different experiences that you can have.
Yeah, that's it.
You know that one of the things that people ask me quite often is to do also a long distance route or a route in the coast side of Algarve. And most of the times I mention Rota Vicentina, of course, starting in the Alentejo and coming to the Algarve.
Down, to the south.
But most of the time they say, no, but we want just the Algarve. And in Rota Vicentina now they developed already some tracks coming from Sagres till Lagos.
Yes, that's it.
but what I feel is like it's difficult to propose, to make a proposal to do all the seaside of Algarve, because there are parts that it's impossible to do it by foot, or at least I have this feeling. It's easy to do it by bicycle, the cycling, the ecovia, and some of the parts are also walkable, but then there are others that is impossible to do. I don't know if you have also the same feeling or not than me.
Yeah, there are some places in the Algarve or in some municipalities that is not so easy for you to do some hiking. So, but
and feeling the nature. Because you can do some hiking, but not feeling the nature, I would say.
That's it. That's the problem, because it's not. For example, Lagoa has a beautiful trail that is the 7 Hanging Valleys, and is along the coastline, but is between Lagoa and the next municipality, because it's not possible to walk along that coastline until the Cape St. Vincent, because in certain parts you have some construction parts, so you don't have so much nature, and so that makes it not so nice.
Yeah. Well, I also asked you, I don't know if you have, because if we have the chance to show to our guests, to have the guides that the Algarve Tourism Bureau have it. So it's possible to download in PDF. So for sustainable tourists, that's a great option. So they can have full information about it. Or if they visit you in some trades, you can also offer these guides, right?
Yes. I brought some of the guides that we have available, more the ones focusing on nature tourism or on these outdoor activities. But like you said, it's all the guides are available to be downloaded at our website. And if while people are here in the region, if they want to buy some of the guides, at any tourist office is possible to buy these guides. Okay, so I start showing the variety. And so, well, the first one, you can see?
Yes, trails in the Algarve.
Trails in the Algarve.
What
just
they can,
just to have an idea, yes. So what we did was putting together a map with all the information of the different trails, circular trails in the different municipalities with the different numbers, different colors, and then each trail has a small description, a technique, like Right?
What? Yeah, it's
You can
always the
see?
yes,
Uh,
a little bit up. Yes, correct.
yeah.
Usually
So,
they have the starting point, they
yes,
have the kilometers, how many hours, if it's marked or not, if it's signed or not, right?
that's it.
And yeah, and
And a
where we
small
can.
description if it's easy or if it's medium
Yeah.
or hard. And then also a small map of the information
Hmm.
and the
Hmm.
description of the kind of landscape you can find on the place.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so this is the
Hmm.
walking trails. This is
You
more or
know,
less the same.
this
Sorry.
was my first one. It was
Uh,
my first one using it. When I started to do some walking trails, it was using this map, and it's really good. Some, of course, and you know, has good as me. Some of them are very well marked and very well maintained. Others, it's a little bit more difficult,
yeah,
but we have good options. And every time I go, I always take some pictures and send to the municipalities to show this is not, this needs to
yeah.
be
You are doing
taken
good
care.
because that's what everybody should do. It's
Hmm.
when people notice that the trails are not well marked or that they had some doubts. It's yeah, taking a photo and trying to send it to the municipality. Usually are the municipalities who have the responsibility to maintain the trails, so they are aware that that trail needs a little bit of maintenance. Okay,
Hmm.
so following more or less the same idea,
But
we
then
have
let
the
me just add one thing. But it's also very funny when it's not well signed, and we have to ask to the population. Of course, for me it's easy because I
ah
speak Portuguese, so it's very nice to interact with the population because it's
yes
not well signed. Oh, like, excuse me, where should I go now? It's this direction or that, and usually they are used to see people doing the tracks, the trails, so it's really nice to interact with the population. And sometimes they say, oh, it's too far, don't do that one. But it's nice. I like
yeah,
to do
it's
it.
one of the nice things also. I think all trying to, yeah, the contact with locals, it's always
Yes,
good.
people are very friendly in Portugal. This is
Yeah.
something that it's one of the remarks that our guests do often. It's the fact that people are very friendly and they are willing to help, and they are always available to help you. They will never leave you in the middle of nowhere. So
Yeah,
that's very good.
I think that sometimes
Hmm.
when we are trying to help people, maybe get scared because we say, "Come with me" or "Come along," and then maybe the person on the other side say, "What? But where am I going?"
True, true, true.
So
You need
sometimes,
to have.
yeah, sometimes we help pointing out the direction or saying, "Go, the street is over there" or something like that. And yeah, I imagine that can make a bit suspicious from the other side.
True. You need to be a little bit adventured or to
Yeah,
have on to be
you
on
have
these
to leave a little
circumstances.
bit of your comfort zone on
Yes,
holidays.
yes. Or you can also have a guide with you. This is also
Also,
something that we offer if people don't feel comfortable. And sometimes I had people asking me, but if everything is on the books, why should we hire a guide? And I say it's a completely different experience. If you
it
go
is,
with
it is.
the guide,
So
it says, yeah, like the books, they say where to go, but they don't explain everything that you are looking at.
yeah,
They don't yeah,
the guide
the
is
guide.
a plus on that matter. With the guide, usually, yeah, you understand what is the origin of things and why we have some habits and why the yeah some certain landscapes are where they are, and so it's really nice.
Yeah, and I just to because I was
Finish.
thinking on the last promotion we did here with you from travel agents
Santiago.
from Holland. Now the travel
Ah,
agents from
ah,
Holland when we did the now I forget how we say the
the
action,
fam trip.
the, the fam trip, and they've been one day with me, and they really mentioned because they wanted to do everything on their own, you know, or many things on their own, not everything, many things on their own. And I think when they've been with me, it was the first time that they had a guide. for the 4 days in a journey, and they were completely impressed. It's like, oh, it's completely different. And
It's completely different.
I was not
Yeah.
stopping that much, just a little bit, but of course I'm adding a lot of details that they will pass by. Like they will say it's nice or not, but they will like it's pleasant or not, but they will not understand what they were looking at. So it was
Yeah,
very, very nice to have the experience. Let's
that's
go for the
true.
second one. Yeah.
So the second one is the Algarve road cycling.
Yes.
So the cycle
Yeah.
route. So it's only for the road cycling. We just put together the guide for road cycling,
Mm-hmm.
and then we have the same idea. So a small description of the trail of the track. Then
Yes.
with some more technical information, a small map, and general information about the area. So,
And
and on this
the
one we
green.
have different the tracks for the different levels, since from
Yes.
the green until the black. Okay, so
Yes.
according to the different parts of the region, you can choose from green tracks to black.
Mm-hmm. And it's very easy to combine because people can do like they can cross the Algarve or they can just stay in one or two spots and do a lot of circular roads. Also, the tracks are really good for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like a lot that guide also, and I do recommend to at least to have them and to have a look at it.
yeah. For the fans of road
Of
cycling,
road, yeah.
yeah,
Well, true. I'm not a fan of road cycling. I'm a fan of mountain bike. So I will not use this one, but I think it's very well done. Yeah,
yeah,
that's yeah.
and. Yeah, even for you to have ideas. For example, you like mountain biking, but this one focuses on road cycling, but mentions lots of roads on inland Algarve, and sometimes
Mm-hmm.
can give you ideas for you to explore certain areas that you were not aware of. So
Yes.
that's a good way of discovering a bit more. So
Mm-hmm.
then also we have this one that is the nature tourism guide.
Okay,
And
that one is also very good.
yeah, and this one is all about the different parts of the Algarve. For example, the south coast,
Mm-hmm.
the Serra, the Barrocal, and focus mostly on the fauna and the flora for the people who enjoy to discover that areas of interest, and so gives the
It's a,
explanation
yeah.
of the
It's a more
species. Yeah,
general. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It's
Then
very good.
after this one, we have another one that is this one for
Bird
the
watching.
yes the for the people who love bird watching. So
Mm-hmm.
and it's more similar to what we did to the walking trails guides. We did the same for this one. We have the different areas, the hot spots for the bird watchers to go visit
Yes, observe.
with,
Yeah.
with the different colors. And
Mm-hmm.
then inside the book, we mention the different species that can be seen, or together with this one, that is a smaller, it's a flyer. You have a map of the region who gives you an idea, again, of the hotspots with the different colors, and then the different species
Different
that can
species.
be
So
seen.
yes, and everything it's possible to download on the website on your on Tourism Bureau website, and this is important again to be sustainable. So you can have all the information. You don't need to have the books itself with you. You can download from the internet. So hello to the people that is there coming to our video. If you can just put on the chat from which country are you? We would love to give some examples and to know from where you are, okay? So, do you have more guides about it or
I
not?
have two more to finish, okay? So
Okay.
this one is our cultural guide with all the information about the monuments and the places to visit. And
Mm-hmm.
then the last one, I have these three flyers that focus a bit more on the inland. So what to visit inland, what tours can be done in the inland. It's the Secrets of Rural Algarve. And
Are they
so
new?
one focus. Sorry?
Are they new?
No, no, no,
These small guides? Because I
no.
don't
They are
have
not
them
new.
that I have, that I know them.
If you
Mm-hmm.
want, I keep one set for you. So one focus again, one more on the east side, one more to the central part of the Algarve, and then one to the west coast. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Besides this one, the ones I showed, we have one focusing on gastronomy. If you want, to then
Mm-hmm.
learn some recipes from the Algarve.
Yes.
Fish, meat, desserts, lots of typical recipes, yeah, a great variety of typical recipes, and
Mm-hmm.
also one that is the tours around. That is focus. The focus is to give suggestions what to visit in different parts of the Algarve, but it's to do by car. If you imagine that you are with your family and you are staying in one part of the Algarve and you want to visit some other places, and that guide gives some suggestions what is possible to be visited.
And there's another one very good. It's about the wines of Algarve.
The
Even
one
though
about wines we will not have anymore.
anymore, oh, but I have it, okay? So I can give you all the tips, guys,
So
okay? Don't worry.
the ones who love wine, please
Yes,
download it, because I believe down at the website it will
it's still
still
available
be available, but
yeah,
on paper it will not be produced, at least for
anymore.
now.
Okay, well, but at least it's possible to download, and this
Yeah,
is amazing because Algarve it's not a old region of producing wine,
yeah,
but we have very good wines. Also, they are receiving some awards, international awards, and it's
that's
something
true. That's true.
that you discover. And there's one activity that I believe this year also happened. Well, with the COVID, maybe not. One activity that I loved, it's the jazz on the wineries on the 365
The
program that
program, the
yeah,
cultural.
is one activity that we have it in the Algarve, especially on the low season, to have this feeling that to promote culture all over the year.
A year.
And I love this activity, in fact, because to go to the winery to have some jazz, the atmosphere is very interesting. And usually they speak about the wines that they produce. And of course, I'm a wine lover. Okay, so now I have another challenge for you. I don't
Hi.
know if you want to put pictures first or if you want me to make this challenge of if we have a family that has a kid of 7 years old and a teenager of 15 years old. So different ages that we want to please. And they would like to, they are planning to visit the Algarve or they are planning to travel. Okay. Why they should decide to come to Algarve and what Algarve has to offer to a family with a teenager, not easy to please, huh? And a kid of 7 years old. Well, I don't know about the other cultures. I can speak about the Portuguese. The Portuguese teenager is not easy to please. Always on the phone, always on the phone.
Yes, that's it.
So, which activities would you recommend for them?
Well, I mentioned before that yeah, Algarve has a wide variety of activities, and so for a family with two kids, one 15 and one 7 years old, I would recommend to do the two areas of the Algarve, the east side combined with the west side, because on the east side is a bit more quiet. It's a bit more not so crowded, and so it's possible to do some walkings or a boat tour with kids, or explore a little bit for the one of 15 years old. Yeah, biking and yeah, relaxing a little bit, and then moving to the west side. Um, Again, combination of activities like the surf, the kayaking close to Lagos or Sagres, on all that coast, on the natural park, the walkings that is possible for all the family to enjoy. So, and the kind of landscapes that they will find, it's quite different. So it's a nice combination, or I would recommend to do these two parts of the Algarve.
Okay, and especially activities you would say biking, walking. We also have a lot of aquatic parks, and I believe this could
That's it.
also be interesting. We also have a zoo in the
The
Algarve.
zoo, the zoo in Lagos, staying in
In
Lagos
Lagos.
area could a nice possibility. Yeah, for the 7-year-old would love, but the 15 one, it's like, oh, maybe a
Yeah,
little bit boring.
he could do a surf lesson while the other one goes to the zoo, because Lagos you can have both
Or
combination.
kayak, maybe
Or
kayak
kayak,
through the caves in Lagos. It's really really nice. The
beautiful.
a nice, very nice activity. Yes.
Well, some food tours. Also, we were speaking about our
One thing
yeah.
that yeah, the gastronomy or the visits to the local markets are one of the things that the family should not miss. Olhão Market is very very famous because of that, the
Yes.
fresh fish and
Hmm.
the fruits and the meat. And yeah, the food tour in Olhão should be something really really nice, because yeah, concerning to all the canning factories, understanding all the way of living of the fishermen in the natural park of Ria Formosa. Also, it's a completely different way of uh, catching the seafood, fresh
Yes.
seafood, the clams, the oysters, enjoying all that on a peaceful rhythm, let's say like that, on a slow rhythm. That is one of the most important things. Yeah, the food tour would
Well,
be something not
yeah.
to miss also.
Especially if you avoid August. But I don't believe that this August will be crowd, so it works very well this August.
Yeah,
Uh,
let's
yes, this August will work well.
yeah,
On
it's
the
me
others
and
one,
you.
I used to say yes. The other ones I used to say to avoid, but definitely in Olhão, the market. It's also the atmosphere, and on this part I can speak because we have
Yeah,
this food tour in the Olhão, and then when we have these tours, we never pick the same food. It's always typical food from Olhão or from the region, and we usually go first to the restaurants to check what they have from the day, and then we pick the most fresh ingredients so people can have a taste. And another activity very nice that we are not well, we should promote more because sometimes we forgot because we have so many activities. It's to go in to collect the oysters from the Ria Formosa also. This is
it's
also a great activity, and they
amazing
eat
doing
direct from coming from the
yeah,
sea.
and
Yeah.
doing like a boat tour on the typical boat. So imagine on a
Yes.
traditional boat, and then
Hmm.
yeah, tasting the oysters, and in the afternoon, imagine having lunch at one of the islands with the fresh fish
Yes.
and staying for the beach. Yeah, it can be all the family will enjoy for sure. Yeah,
Yeah, and there's also another activity that would like to do on the east side in Castro Marim,
the salt
the
pans.
natural, yeah, no, the natural sea salt spa, let's say this way, because it's so cool. It's so cool. You have the feeling that you are on the Dead Sea, that you because of the density of the salt, you just float. And I did it already. Well, I do it every year, once
Never
or
tried that
twice.
one.
No, oh, well, of course, you cannot expect something very well preserved and really prepared for tourists. No, because in reality, they produce sea salt. Okay.
Mm,
And
yeah.
it's incredible because it's everything handmade. So basically, the nutrients and all they stay in this sea salt, because the other one, when you use the machinery, everything is removed, all the good parts are removed. And
Okay.
then, well, it's the last time I've been, I think it was during summer. There were a lot of people already, so they probably need to manage now the amount of people looking for the activity. But for our customers, for our guests that usually comes in March to May, end of September, October, November, it's perfect to do this natural spa because it's a great experience, and you can really have the feeling on the skin. In fact, we have a video about it. I don't know if you saw it, but on our YouTube channel we have a video about it for my first experience when I've been
For the
there.
experience. Yeah,
Yeah,
good one.
it was good. Yeah, it was good. So this is also something I would recommend. And well, I could never let people leave the Algarve without doing the 7 hanging valleys, because I love that track. I think it's one of probably the most impressive one. Of course, we have many of others that are really good, but that one for me it's like a must. And then also with the caves. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Even even it's nice to combine. Imagine you mentioned the 7 hanging valleys. It's nice to do
yeah.
part of the walk to see the Algarves from the top, and then
Mm-hmm.
going on a boat tour inside the cave, so people can understand what that really is nature
Yes.
working.
A
Yeah,
boat tour or a stand-up paddle for 3 hours
or the
activity, that
stand-up
is
paddle.
also
Yeah.
or kayaking, or yeah, that is also a very nice activity to do. Okay, so now we're gonna pass to the gastronomy, and I'm going gastronomy and landscape, so people can have also an idea about the Algarve. And this is one of my favorite that I cannot miss. If it comes to the table, I will eat the full plate, okay?
Oh my God.
And I know to prepare them, okay? The Algarvian way. So you can explain what is here.
We have here olives, typical
Mm.
olives from the Algarve, seasoned with coriander and with already sweetened with a little bit of in water and salt. This photo has a funny story behind, because it was one of the initiatives that I organized a few years ago, together with the Portuguese, or with our partners, with the partners from the Algarve Promotion Bureau and International Trade. I organized inland like a workshop or a B2B meeting workshop, and so the groups would have to do some activities related to the inland. So the olives are a result from that.
Wow.
And
Good.
one of the other activities that we have here, the photo, also the figs and almonds.
We're gonna
It's also, it was part, and it was
yeah.
other the activities. This is one photo from the east side of the Algarve, the Guadiana Great Route and or parts of the Algarviana. This is just to show the kind of landscape that it's possible to find on this side. Then we have these encounters.
Yes.
We are privileged to find somebody
Yes.
with taking care of their sheep.
And
Then
now
here a little bit of the diversity of the landscape of the Algarve. Again, walking, but on the west side. Yeah, it's one of the circular trails of Rota Vicentina, is Praia do Amado.
I
Yeah,
just
here.
been there last weekend, and it was incredible.
Yeah, this one is close to Monte
Again.
Clérigo. Yeah.
You know,
One
it's
other.
just Rota Vicentina. Well, most of the tracks, but I would say in Rota Vicentina, I love that track. And every time I go there, I reminded how beautiful it is, because it's really incredible. And I miss to go there most, but it's a little bit far for me. And of course, we have it here. We don't realize it, but it's so easy to pass, even for a Portuguese person, to pass 7 days on that area and enjoy every second.
Yeah,
And my
we are
next one is
privileged,
also
you know.
Alcotin. Yeah,
It's
we
like
are
you
very
said,
privileged. Yeah.
we are
And,
privileged. Yeah.
and this is in Alcotin area, Tavira, maybe?
This
No?
one, Tavira area, yes.
Yeah,
This one
but
is
not this one.
Monte Clérigo.
Okay, yeah, that one, no, yeah. And Rifano, well, Rifano, that
This one
area.
now, Bordeira.
Bordeiro, okay. Well, yeah, I would say a Moreira, or yeah, but
Yeah,
I
on
don't
that
distinguish that much.
this one is Tavira.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Tavira.
Tavira. one of the streets, one of the typical houses, the figs and
Also,
almonds.
I could say it's Silves or any other, but
The
what
typical
is
doors, the
what,
Reixa doors.
yeah, what is very typical from the Algarve is the chimney that is always there. This typical chimney that you don't find. You don't find. I don't think that you don't find them often. Maybe in Alentejo also, but then if you go up, they don't have this type of chimney. These are the things that you did on the other activity.
Yeah, the figs and almonds, the one typical dessert also from the Algarve. So toasting the almonds, toasting the figs, and then
And
putting
then,
everything together. Yeah, final result.
very creative here, eh? People were enjoying the activity. And this, it's moonshine. How do you call?
Uh, don't have
Aguardentinho
usually, yeah, aguardente. I don't know.
or medronho?
Medronho, yeah, medronho.
Medronho. They call. Well, sometimes they call moonshine. I don't know
Okay.
how do you use to call a medronho
One photo of the
in
fresh
English?
fish and seafood on one of the markets.
Yes.
Yeah,
The typical shrimps from the area. They
yeah.
are very, very, very tasty. Okay, the kayaking that you were
Kayaking in Lagos,
speaking on the cruise.
the oranges of the Algarve.
The best ones from Silvas, as everybody knows. The markets in Lolé.
The
Yeah.
market in Lolé. And yeah,
Okay. And here.
here I
Well,
believe
I
it's
know that is Costa Vicentina, but I don't
I
know
believe it I
which one.
believe it's Cordoama. I believe it's Cordoama, Mirador de Cordoama.
Ah, okay, 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 okay. And the oysters?
Oysters that we were talking about.
Yes. Inland, it's so beautiful
Yeah,
right
close to
now.
Aquatic in this one. Yeah, the
Agnes?
sunset in Cabo de São Vicente. Yeah,
Yeah.
another experience not to miss. While
Yes.
in holidays, at least one day, take the time to go and see the sunset at Farol do Cabo de São Vicente.
Yes. And the Via Algarviana.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Algarviana close to Adelaide on
On
Alcotim
the east side.
east side of the
East
Algarve.
side. I have this challenge to go and do by bike the full Via Algarviana that I still didn't do.
Electric bike, right?
No, nor regular one.
No.
No, regular one,
Okay.
but eventually I have to do a little bit more stops.
Yeah, brave one, brave.
No, yes, Diogo says, yeah, correct. He says Firewater, Medronho, and he says Circular Route Amado Beach, one of the best, true, and Cordoama, yeah, correct. I also did the this weekend, Diogo, the Amado Beach. I always go there to the restaurant of Mr. Sergio. What's the name of the restaurant? I don't recall now, but I have the phone number, so I just called him and said, like, I'm going
At
to.
Amado?
And yes, at não é Forno, sítio do
É o
Forno.
forno,
Sítio do Forno, yeah,
é o
okay,
sítio do
yeah,
forno.
yeah. So I this shelf arroz de marisco, the seafood rice, that it comes this size. They say it's for 2 persons, but usually 3 to 4 persons can eat that.
Yeah, that's the good thing.
Yes. Okay. So Anna, well, people that is listening us, some of the faces we know. Thank you for being with us. The others, I wish to know who is there. So if you want to participate, just let us know from your name and from where are you. It will be lovely for us to know. And well, we don't have much time because, of course, we speak too much. But I would like to know now that finally planes are coming into the sky with some
Some,
limitations,
yeah.
with some limitations. Tell us which companies and which routes are already working or planning to work this summer. Because
Well,
I'm
the
sure that
information that we
someone
have. Sorry.
I'm sure that someone that is listening us are going to decide to come to the Algarve after our conversation.
Yeah. So the information that I will now give you, it's the information that we have at this moment. But this can change because with this depending on how the situation will evolve, probably the airlines will also take decisions concerning that. Okay, so at the moment we have Edelweiss, okay, with 3 weekly frequencies. They started on the 28th of May. We have Brussels Airlines and to Belgium that started from the 15th June. We have Volotea that it's scheduled from June 15th from Lyon. So Volotea from Lyon started on the 15th June. Wizz Air with 4 weekly frequencies from Luton since 16th June. Then EasyJet, connection between Belfast and Faro from also the 16th June and on 3 weekly frequencies. Then TUI Germany, flights from Düsseldorf and Frankfurt from the 17th June. Ryanair from June 21st, 10 weekly frequencies from Stansted, Manchester, Oporto and Brussels. Then we have Transavia from 9th June, double daily from Amsterdam. And then from 18th June, daily from Rotterdam and Eindhoven. And from 26th June, daily flights from Orly and 2 weekly flights from Montpellier, Lyon and Nantes. Then from Swiss, we have we have Geneva from the 18th June. Then Eurowings from the 20th June, 4 weekly frequencies from Düsseldorf and Stuttgart, and 3 weekly frequencies from Cologne and Hamburg. And then Lufthansa, June from Frankfurt, but June, they don't mention the day. Air France, a new route from Paris Charles de Gaulle, starting 1 weekly flight on the 4th July, and 4 weekly flights from July 13th, okay? And then Jet2 from the 15th July from all jet2.com bases, and the British Airways in July.
Okay. So let's say at the end, to make a quick resume, it's UK, Germany, France, Holland, Belgium are starting to be well connected. Switzerland a little bit also.
Yeah, also.
A little bit less, but are the countries that start to have already connection with Portugal, specifically with the Algarve. Of course, with less frequency that they used to have, and people also Lisbon, it's still open and it's very easy to pick up a flight to Lisbon and then coming down till the Algarve. Alentejo, it's also beautiful to visit, and Rota Vicentina is there, and also the beach in this area are beautiful, and so of course. I'm in the Algarve, so I'm always suspected, of course. But I like whole country. In fact,
me too. But I prefer a little bit more the south.
More the south, especially the temperature of the sea. Especially the temperature of the sea, and I'm willing to have my holidays because even the company is in layoff. I've been here all the time, of course, to take care of our clients. And luckily, in July, my colleagues are coming in, and I will have my holidays.
But don't go to the Algarviana in July, okay?
No. I was planning to go in May, then it was impossible. Well, first in March, then in May. I don't know when I'm going, but of course I check the temperature because it's too hot. It's too hot. It's impossible.
Don't forget.
Okay, and one last question, and then we have to finish, of course, not because we don't have more conversation, but because we need to finish. Why people should choose Algarve? I was speaking about Alentejo, and I prefer Algarve.
Well,
why Algarve?
Yeah, because all the reasons we mentioned already. We have nice temperatures all over the year, a mild winter and autumn, the nice temperatures to be outdoor, to enjoy nature. And then a short distance between places, so you don't take too long to get to the different areas. And also some
Gastronomy,
Portuguese, some
also
Portuguese.
everything. In reality, everything. Just
Yes,
come.
everything, everything.
Okay, just come to the Algarve. We will be here to receive you, of course. Well, our faces are well known in the Algarve, at least in the Faro area, let's say Faro, Olhão, and well, yours probably all over Algarve. So you might find us in the well to have to cross with us in the middle of the street. We will have a beer for sure.
Yes, a coffee, something. Yeah,
Yes, okay.
no problem.
So thank you for being on that site. Thank you, all the presents. Thank you so much, Anna, for joining me on these live sessions. It's always a
Well,
pleasure to have good guests.
a pleasure.
Maybe next time Diogo is here, maybe next time will be Rota Vicentina, also a great
Well,
project
maybe
that,
it's a good challenge for him also.
yeah, maybe
Go to
Diogo.
Argentina. Yes, yes.
Yeah, he will be invited. He's also doing the promotion, so maybe he's a good guest to join us on these
That's
conversations.
it.
And for the ones that have been here with us, we have our website. We have on our YouTube a lot of videos about Algarve. You should not miss them. And hopefully to see you in the Algarve. Have a lovely day, night, evening. I don't know. It depends from where you are listening us. Thank you so much and see you next week.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.